Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. This is Earth Child Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be your general messages for August 2022. The cards that we will be pulling, which are already set in place for you guys, they will be shown here on the screen so that way you guys can see them easily, I guess. Hopefully you guys can see them easily. I'm just trying something new. We will also clarify these cards and then we'll get into your advice towards the end of the reading. So Taurus, we're going to cover one card for your overall energy for the month of August 2022. We're going to cover your love life, whether it be friends, family, or romantic partnerships. We're going to cover your overall financial well-being. We're going to cover your overall health with your body, mind, and your emotions. We're going to also cover your work environment and your career or your education for those of you who are in college. And we will also clarify or speak about your spirituality and your spiritual improvement for the month of August 2022. So, Taurus, let's go ahead and jump into your reading for this beautiful month in August. So Taurus, the first card that we have here is the Moon card. This is the energy that you're bringing to the month of August, which is interesting. This card can mean a lot of things. This is definitely messages from the universe regarding any fears that you might have surrounding certain situations or circumstances in your life. There are lies and deception here, and not being able to see something clearly. So there's something here for those of you who are dealing with someone or something where you don't have all of the answers. You're kind of feeling a little lost, or you feel that you can't really act on something properly unless you have all of the facts or all of the information either given to you or you doing the research. We're going to clarify these cards eventually, but with the Moon card coming out here, it seems that you're not really divulging any information to someone, or someone is not divulging information to you. And this could also have some deep emotional turmoil or just deep emotions kind of mixed into the situation. Could be for one of you, could be for all of you, a portion of you. But whatever the case is, Taurus, whatever you're dealing with as far as your overall emotions and energy, it seems that you are dealing with an emotional situation, but you don't really have clear communication, or you're not giving clear communication to someone. So there are those of you who are waiting for communication, or you're trying to observe to see what more you can pick up within that situation to make a decision. Okay? It just seems like there's something that the universe is not making anything move any further until there's some type of clarity here. So someone's being left in the dark, you or someone else. Now, as far as your relationships are concerned, which I do feel is connected to this Moon card for your overall energy, friend, family member, or romantic partner, there is some type of clarity here with the Ace of Swords. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. So there may be those of you who are dealing with an air sign in particular, Taurus, or you have air in your chart, quite a bit of it, particularly in your rising sign. Now, others of you, there's something regarding the Moon energy and your Moon sign that you really need to tap into, because the Moon may have some type of control, or you're allowing the Moon to have some type of control over how you deal with something emotionally, and you may need to ground yourself with that. Okay, I do see that as well. But regarding this relationship situation, Taurus, in August 2022, it just seems that you're going to finally gain some type of clarity about something, whether you find clarity within yourself and you give yourself closure about it, or someone actually gives that to you or offers it to you. We're going to clarify that, but we're going to dig a little deeper eventually. But there is some clarity here that you're going to gain about someone, a relationship, and I have a feeling that you'll be able to move forward a bit just more smoothly, right? Either out of the situation or towards healing the situation. For your money and finances, we have the Chariot, and it seems that you have a lot of air and water in your chart, Taurus. So if you have a lot of water or air in your chart, that can be of significance here. But some of you guys are actually dealing with a Cancer sign when it comes to your money and your finances. You could live with this person. However, if this is not a person, this is definitely needing to understand discipline when it comes to your money, not overspending, being balanced when it comes to your income, how you're spending it. Okay, there's a balance there. Now, I also see that there is a direction that you need to move towards when it comes to your money. Maybe there's a job that you need to stick with, or there's something that you're holding on to in your past for some reason, and the universe is saying, hey, move forward with this. This is a good opportunity, and it's going to call for you to have discipline. Okay? So there's some commitment here when it comes to making money. I'm not really sure what that commitment is, but it's really going to call for you to be disciplined here, Taurus, when it comes to how much money you're making, your resources of where your money is coming from, and how much you're saving your money as well. So there is a sense of discipline here and commitment. We do have the Three of Swords speaking about your overall health. And some of you, Taurus, may have gotten some really bad news about your health. Others of you, there is a mental disorder or a mental struggle that you have, and you may need to go get diagnosed for that mental struggle, and it's caused you a lot of grief over time. Some of you guys have an illness that really just makes you feel really sad, and it really breaks your heart that you have to live your life with this illness or disease. And there's just a need to really, there's some deeper healing, and also in the mental body, there's some healing that's needed here on a deeper level that is also going to heal you physically as well. There may be some scars left behind. I'm not going to lie to you about that. This is for those of you who already know you have a disorder or a disease. There is something that has happened to you in your past, maybe a traumatic experience or an accident that really caused you to have wounds and scars that are just going to be there for the rest of your life. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that you can't continue down the road of healing and that you can't live a happy life. It just means that there are some scars are healed, but they just leave a mark. And there may be some of you where there was a traumatic experience in your past, and it may have left some mental and emotional scars. Not saying that they can't be healed completely, but just know that sometimes when we heal, sometimes the damage is so bad that it leaves a mark. It leaves a scar. Okay? Now, we also have the World card regarding your work environment. So, there's a lot going on with your work, with your career. You have a lot of work to do, whether you're actually doing that work or not. The universe is really pushing you to break some karmic cycles. There's some karma connected to that, but there's also just cycles in general, something that needs to cycle out. Maybe there's a job that you need to stop. You need to maybe get promoted. Maybe you're doing the same thing over and over, and there's just this ongoing cycle that's not fulfilling you. But this can also speak to you about leaving a job behind, to find a new one. Some of you guys are already on that wavelength of just wanting to look for a new job. You're in the process, you're actively looking for a new job or a new career path, so that way you can kind of kickstart something new in your life. And it could pertain to the same career, or it could be a different career, but I just get the sense that there is a cycle that needs to end here. It's just kind of ongoing, it's kind of repetitive, and you need to switch it up a little bit, because it's starting to become redundant or boring for some of you, and you don't have to stay stuck in that. The World card is all about breaking cycles, and every portion, like seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter. Every single one of those seasons is a cycle, but they renew themselves by dying. They have to have an end at some point. So there is a chapter in your life that needs to end so that something new can begin. So there is some type of redundancy in your life that kind of, for some of you, is just boring. It's just redundant. It's repetitive. And you need to just give it a break or let it end. It would really be beneficial for you to do that when it comes to your career and your overall work environment at this time. So last but not least, we have your spirituality. We have the Ace of Cups. So your soul, Taurus, needs to go through a baptism. I do see this as baptism. I see that there is some communion as well with yourself, with your soul, which comes through meditation, going on nature walks, being by yourself for, an hour, half an hour out of your each and every day, to just really connect with yourself and commune with yourself, commune with your creator, commune with your spirit guides and ancestors. There is a need to have a sit-down conversation with yourself spiritually, to dive a little bit deeper into what it is that you need to improve spiritually, because once you begin to improve spiritually, you begin to improve outwardly in the material world. So this is a good time. Some of you guys may be going through a baptism. Some of you guys have been communing with your spirit guides and with yourselves, and really diving much deeper into your subconscious as well, facing yourselves. But others of you, this is advice where you need to dig a little bit deeper to find answers to some long-awaited answers to some questions that you've had for a very long time. And some of you guys, again, if this is religious or spiritual, there's some type of an initiation or some type of baptism or ceremony spiritually or even outwardly, where there's a church or your tribe or your coven, whoever, who is initiating you into some type of chapter, into maybe a god or goddess, group. There's something that you're being initiated into, and you're prepared for something on a spiritual level. Therefore, your life will be transformed and healed. So spiritually, there's a lot of traumas, there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of blockages that you need to heal from, Taurus. It could also represent your blockages with the Ace of Cups spiritually can also be manifesting through alcoholism, or it did, and you're finally in the month of August healing yourself. Others of you, you're starting to fall in love with going swimming, or you love swimming, you love being around water, you love rain, you just love the element of water. And some of you guys may have a lot of water in your chart, so if you do, definitely check out your water sign readings once I post those up. So Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get into clarifying your cards, just to dig a little bit deeper to find out what each portion of your life is trying to tell you and what you need to improve on. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into your clarifying cards, Taurus. I'll be right back. All right, Taurus, so we have all of your cards clarified and accounted for. Now at the bottom of the deck, we do have the 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. I read this as Sagittarius. And there just seems like there is a difficult time. You're having a difficult time carrying this load, and it's kind of turned into a burden for you, Taurus. So just be aware of something that needs to be cycled out in your life that has become a burden. You're holding on to it. You're trying to climb and strengthen yourself and push yourself to the limit, even beyond the limit, to carry this. What are you trying to prove, Taurus? It's okay to let it go. You do not have to hold on to this, whatever this is. Now, clarifying the Moon card for your overall energy, you got two cards, which was the Fountain and the Knight of Pentacles. Now at the bottom of the deck, when I clarified the Moon card, you guys, you got Pisces energy again, which was the High Priestess. It's not showing up right now, but it did when I was shuffling your cards. So there are those of you, Taurus, you have double Pisces in your chart. You may have Cancer in your chart, so be aware of the water energies and the water element of your personality that can really be triggered by the moon, especially when the moon is in your water sign if you have water in your chart. So your moon sign is very significant for some of you. But others of you, this has a lot to do with honesty. With the Knight of Coins, this knight is very honest. He or she takes the time out to embrace every step of their journey and to learn from it. They take the time out to research and to gain wisdom and understanding along the way of their journey. There's no stone left unturned with this knight. So once again, Taurus, there may be some information or some communication that's being withheld from you. And I get the sense that there are those of you, this comes from your past. Your past has a lot to do with this lie that's been told to you, something that has been suppressed. Maybe since you were a child, you may have had some memories that you may start remembering or having dreams about, but your parents or you may have suppressed these memories and they may bring back some traumas. So this may be a very, very, very healing time for you, but a very intense time for you in the month of August. So with the Fountain card here, that definitely represents healing, going with the flow, allowing the universe to work through you and for you, and just learning how to just exist and be in your own energy instead of living off of this secretive energy that has been placed on you from your past, right? Now clarifying the Ace of Swords for your overall relationships, whether it be family, friends, or romantic partnerships, you receive the Aquarius card of the Seven of Swords. Taurus, this is a lie. Someone's lying to you, or you're lying to yourself, or you've been living a lie. And there is some type of closure or truth that will be spoken to you, or you will just come upon this truth for yourself. Because there are some lies here. I don't know what type of lie it is, whether it's been told to you, whether you've just been living a lie that you've created for yourself to hide something, to hide some truth. But there's something the universe is going to offer you, which is in the form of truth and clarity and understanding. And it may not be comfortable to accept. But I will tell you this, if you do accept it, you will be all the better for it. Your life will be all the better for it and heal from it. Right? Now, clarifying the Chariot for your money and finances, you have the Six of Pentacles. So it seems like there is someone that you may share resources with, or you both live together, or you both are working on a project together and you come together financially to pay for certain things, or to pay for a space to live, or for utilities, or for inventory for a project or for a business. But it just seems that there are those of you on the negative end of it. You're dealing with someone who's not giving equally financially in a situation. Others of you on the flip side, or on the more positive side of that, you and this other person are very dedicated to this project, or dedicated financially to this project, and you're very disciplined and you've really worked hard to come together to save the money for this project, or to live together or whatnot. So it just depends on what you're dealing with. Just understand that there needs to be reciprocity and equal give and take, equal compensation for the work that you're putting in. So if there are two people involved or multiple people involved in a living situation with you, or this is a project or a job, just make sure that you are getting compensated and that everybody is paying their fair share, okay, in the situation financially. So that's what I'm getting for you guys with your money and finances, okay? Now, again, others of you, you're not really getting this, and you may be leaving a situation behind because there's someone who's just not paying their end of the situation. For your overall health, and I really, really do believe that this is emotional and mental. This could be a physical element as well. But Taurus, there's something that has broken your heart clarifying the Three of Swords of sadness and sorrow, you have the Five of Cups, which kind of means the same thing. Something that happened in the past that really hurt you. It was a traumatic situation, something that really stuck with you and left a scar there, and you're trying to find clarity. And some of you, this can be with your family, a friendship, or a romantic partnership where you may have found something out, or you lost someone, or lost a relationship, whether you lost someone to death, or you just broke up with someone, or you're not friends with someone anymore, or you had a fallout with a family member. There's energies here, Taurus, that really shows me here that you are traumatized still, and you're having a very hard time walking away from something. But understand this, Taurus, this situation is causing a lot of mental and emotional turmoil and struggles for you, even to the point where there may be some mental illness there. So please make sure that you are getting the help that you need, healing yourself, letting this go, because again, your life is going to be all the better for it. Face the truth, accept the truth, and move on. Now, as far as your work environment and your career, you have the Five of Coins clarifying the World card. So Taurus, this is definitely showing me that you are not fulfilled. I was saying this to Capricorn as well, your sister sign, or your brother sign, whichever. You feel unfulfilled. You just feel that there's something missing. You feel incomplete. There's something that you want, and it's like you're just pushed out into darkness, or pushed out of the group, and you're just left with nothing. This is a pattern here, Taurus. There is a huge pattern. There's Capricorn here. I also see this as Capricorn with the Five of Coins. Or also Virgo. Taurus, there is a pattern and a cycle that keeps repeating itself in your life. And it has a lot to do within your career and your job, where you're just unfulfilled and you're not happy. You're tired of being the odd man or odd woman out. You're tired of being the one left without. You may see people in your job getting promoted, getting a raise, getting transferred to other locations, expanding in the business, and you may have put in a lot of work, but you're not getting the same treatment, and it may make you feel like, wow, maybe I don't deserve this, but you do. You just need to break this cycle, and it may be leaving a job behind, or really speaking up and standing in your truth and standing in your power and getting exactly what you want here. Last but not least, we have the Ace of Cups being clarified by the Hierophant, which is talking about your spirituality. And I see the Hierophant here as a pastor, a minister, a shaman, a deity, a spirit guide, an angel, a traditional spirit guide, whether it be connected to your culture or not. There is someone here, or a priest or a priestess. This is also Taurus energy. So this is you. This is you, Taurus, being baptized, being initiated spiritually. So do the inner work, Taurus. Allow this initiation to happen. Allow your spirit guides, your angels, your creator to gather around you and initiate you into this beautiful chapter in your life. Change. Transform yourself spiritually so that the rest of the material world can give to you what you deserve. Let's go ahead and jump into your oracle messages, Taurus, for the overall advice for August 2022. I'll be right back. So Taurus, we have for you 𝑍�🋼🍼. I think I'm saying that right. And it says nurturing. I open up and allow myself to be nurtured. I open up and allow myself to be nurtured. I believe that this is really connected to this cycle, this trauma in your past where you were not nurtured. You were left out in the cold. You were left to do things on your own. Others of you, there could be an addiction here of drinking, drugs, and you never nurtured yourself. You just went to something you were addicted to forget whatever has been tormenting you. Allow yourself to be nurtured and cared for. Love yourself, Taurus. That's what your sign is all about, love. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. There's definitely some Pisces energy here, you guys. This could be your moon sign, could be your rising, any place in your chart. It's time to meditate and contemplate your life. It's time to think about what you need to change, cycles that you need to break, people that you have to let go of, fears that you have to face. Stop moving forward with this pain. It's time to stop and deal with it, then move forward. Okay? And then last but not least, we have celebration, card number 6. Taurus. There are those of you probably going to get pregnant, but others of you, there's a seed that you've planted. It's going to grow. It's going to grow. It's going to be a blessing. It's going to be worth celebrating. Keep going, Taurus. Heal yourself. Let the universe water you and give you sunlight and give you the nutrients that you need to grow and spread your wings, to open your petals so that you can show your beauty, show how much love is filling your heart. You have so much to give this world, Taurus. Don't allow your past to hold you back here. You deserve to be celebrated. Much love and light to all of you, Taurus. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.